for today's video, we're going to go to Waltermart. So we live in San Rafael, just right inside San Rafael limits, but it's next to Baliuag, and the Waltermart is actually near the limits of Baliuag. So we're going to walk there. So it's not very far. It's maybe like a 20-minute walk.
Like 30 minutes.
30-minute walk. Okay. So we're just going to walk there. At Waltermart, it's a chain mall, so but this is a small Waltermart. There's not a lot there, but there's an Ace Hardware, grocery store, and some other things. So one thing I need to do is get some nails. There's going to be a project I'm going to build around the house here. And so I need some nails for that, and then we're going to get some groceries, a little bit of groceries for some food for later on, and then probably get something to eat when we're out. So we're going to go walk along, and I'll video our adventure as we go.
So this is our way we take to walk to Waltermart. We just walk, this is actually our street, so we're just walking down the road the other direction that we usually go. And we're just walking through a more crowded area. There's a lot more houses. This is the elementary school here, coming up on the left. And one thing I did notice here is at this elementary school, and I was actually told that it's a common thing in the schools that the kids do gardening work. So they have time in the day that they spend in the garden. So there's the garden there. That's the garden there that's kept up by the kids, where they grow things in the garden. So as you can see, most of the houses are made of block. It's common to have the iron gates. So here we reach the canal. So we're going to go along the canal here. And then there's also a community basketball court here. So here you really got to watch when you're out and about. There's not a lot of sidewalks, and what sidewalks there are not very wide and tend to like disappear a lot. So you typically are walking in the street, so you got to really watch for the traffic and the tricycles and the motorcycle traffic. And along this canal here, this fence, they just added this a few months ago. First few times we walked here, there was no fence up. And here you can see the fence is gone. They haven't continued the fence along here. So there's some of the houses, how they build out over into the water, and they kind of just build them with what they can. It's not too different than what I have seen myself in places in Appalachia. Living in West Virginia for a time, I've seen houses built quite similar.
So we arrived here, and this is our walk, and now we're here at the Waltermart. So we're gonna go inside, get a few things, and then get something to eat, and then head back home. So we'll probably take either the Jeep or the tricycle back home, make it a little bit faster, because it was about a half-hour walk to get here. All right, we'll go inside.
Okay, so now we're inside the mall. So there's some things displayed here, air conditioners and appliances. So we're gonna head over to this other hardware store, see if they have some things I need. And then if they don't have what I need, I'll go back here to Ace. So you see the mall's not very big. Malls here can be very, very large in the Philippines. So this is a small mall compared to the average mall here. But we are in a province area. And today's Sunday, so the mall's a little bit more busier than usual. When this mall first opened, they built it pretty quick, and it opened up, and it was very crowded for a while. But I guess the newness wore off, and people don't come here as much. The SM Mall, further in Baliuag, is a lot busier than this mall is. But I like to come here because it's not as crowded. There's a Japan home store, has some cheap products in there. So now we're going back outside of the mall because the entrance to the Jollibee, you have to go outside to the outside corner of the mall here to get into the Jollibee. So this Jollibee just opened up. So we've already finished. We got our groceries. We've ate. Got these things from the hardware store. So we got a tricycle. So we're on our way home now. You can see there's a guard with a shotgun. It's common to see guards in almost every store, especially at the malls. You are going to be going usually through a metal detector, or at least searched by a guard with a wand, and they'll check your bags a lot of times. So traffic here, cars will just kind of make their way and pull out in front of you and get out. You just kind of go with the flow. So it has cooled off quite a bit. It's still hot, but not nearly as hot as it was when we started our day. It was about 90 degrees Fahrenheit today, and it's comfortable now. So this is about total of maybe about a 5-minute ride from the mall to the house up the highway here. Tricycles don't go very fast, usually about 35 kilometers an hour. So that was our day. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.